Hey everyone, Parker Get a Job here, and today I debated 3 different MAGA supporters for this video, and one of them I debated about the Teslas that have been attacked by people who are like typically going to be left-wing, and people's support for that, and like sort of his preconceived notion about like what my view is on that, and him getting mad at me about that and being a little bit of a crybaby. And then we get 2 other conversations, one about immigration and the other one I'll leave up for a mystery for everyone to watch. But if you like my content, make sure to subscribe if you're new. I appreciate everyone watching the video. Have a great day. Why did you vote for Donald Trump?
Why I voted for him was simply because of the Democrats.
What about the Democrats?
I think all Trump had to do was not kind of blow up on stage or not completely lose his mind, and that's why 90% of I would say that's probably why a good majority did vote for him. Like I said, I think it's mostly the Democrats persuaded people to Trump rather than to vote for them. I think the biggest reason why is because of Biden. I mean, they had him up on the stage when he was however old he was. Obviously, it was incoherent. He wasn't really with it. And I mean, I don't know if you were.
Yeah, have you heard a lot of things that Trump has said that's totally incoherent? Like he said, whales are dying in numbers never seen before from windmills. He said that we should possibly think into or look into utilizing disinfectant by injection to fight COVID-19, or like nuking hurricanes.
Yes, sir. I'm saying incoherent as far as like just kind of everyday talking. All the times he was on stage. I mean, and I'm sure. Were you on TikTok when Biden was in office?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, I know a lot of the other people that are kind of in this group. I don't know what to call it, but we're definitely pulling for Biden. They were like, "Oh, nothing's wrong with them," this, that, and the other. So I feel like a lot of people kind of got sick of the BS, more or less, of everyone going, "Nothing's wrong with
I
Biden.
would
Nothing's
I
wrong
would
with him."
take Joe Biden on a hospital bed, incapacitated over Donald Trump.
And that's absolutely insane that you say that. I don't truly
Really?
believe you
Really?
believe
Donald
that.
Trump was
Yes, sir.
I do truly believe that. Because Donald Trump was held civilly liable of forcibly penetrating E. Jean Carroll's vagina against her will. He released violent criminals that beat cops and pled guilty and admitted to it. He also specifically said he would date a 10-year-old girl in 10 years, said he had sex in common with his daughter, said yeah to Howard Stern calling his daughter a piece of ass, bragged about walking the changing rooms of girls in Miss USA because he quote unquote owns the place to inspect them without their consent. Right? He also engaged in advocating for tax policy that cut taxes on high income individuals while increasing taxes on low and middle income individuals through the use of tariffs.
Okay, so would you say that that falls under the case of picking the lesser of two evils then? If you say you would pick Biden on the hospital bed over Trump?
Yeah. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Why so?
Uh, to try to attack our debt problem or deficit problem.
Did you know he signed off on more debt related spending overall?
Yeah, I mean, I think he increased the military budget, which I wasn't too happy about. But when he came into office, we already had like a debt ceiling reached, so there was nothing else we could do.
No, I'm referencing what he signed into law.
Yeah, so yeah, he signed like he's requesting new money because our government requires printing money to run.
Yeah, but I'm saying he signed off on more debt related spending comparative to the Biden Harris administration by over $4 trillion.
Right. So we make, I think it's like 9 trillion each year, with like tax dollars, right?
Nope,
That's
not
like the
even
revenue.
close.
All right, how much do they make each year?
Like 3 to 4 trillion.
Okay. Well, I thought it was more than that, but yeah, our deficit was already at 125. So it's at 3 or 4 trillion what we make. We already spend 5 trillion. So that's why I voted for him.
That was like during COVID.
Yeah, no, we still spend the same amount even though we're not in COVID anymore.
No, we don't.
We spent the same amount last year. Yeah, we did. We can look it up.
According to who?
Nationaldebtclog.org.
No, you have to reference like the expenditures from the federal government perspective.
Yeah, so I mean, I think majority of our spending goes towards like Social Security, Medicare, and then what's the next one? I would say probably interest on debt, and then military spending as well. Like I don't know how it's divvied up exactly. Like I don't have the percentages in my mind, but yeah, each year our debt to GDP right now, even before Trump came into office,
But again, that's related. That's what you're
125%.
not understanding is that's related to the literal expenditures that Donald Trump signed into law.
So you're saying the expenditures that he signed
Yeah,
into
have
law
led
a
to an
year ago?
increase in the deficit even today. Yes.
So Biden didn't have anything to do with it?
Biden did less.
Okay. So what was Kamala's plan to attack the
Kamala.
deficit spending?
Yeah, if you look at the Committee for Responsible Federal Budget, Harris's campaign plans versus Trump's campaign plans, you'll see that she literally would have done $4 trillion less. Again, I've just told you multiple times, according to the Committee for Responsible
So
Federal Budget,
hold up.
she's willing
You're
to
saying
increase the
you're saying
taxes
that
on.
we
She's
make
willing to increase taxes
$4 to
on.
$5 trillion per year, and she was going to spend $4 trillion less each year. You really believe that?
No, not each year, over 10 years.
I mean, yeah, I voted for Trump because of things like DOGE. He was going to cut spending in places where we could.
Wait, but that doesn't matter if he's going to sign off on more debt-related spending.
So we reached a debt ceiling. Do you know what that means?
Yes.
Okay, so our government, if we don't print more money, our government can't operate. Their budget is 125% of what they bring in through tax dollars. So there's no other option but to print money.
Okay. How is the Trump administration going to lead to less debt-related spending?
Yeah, things like DOGE.
That's the amount that you've gotten in DOGE is very small in comparison
Yeah, it's
to
very
the
small right
extra
now.
amount that he's going to sign into law.
It's very small right now. And yeah, I mean, his new...
Even your biggest estimates of $2 trillion over 10 years comes to half of what he signed into law just in his first administration.
And look, that's why I
And it will be
voted for him.
1/4.
I didn't know that he was going to raise the deficit spending so he could spend more on the military. Biden basically extended the debt ceiling for a year. I think we hit the debt ceiling in the
We've
beginning.
been doing that since Trump was in office. Trump did it too, every single time.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not
Except
saying
for
that
he led to the government shutdown once. Are you saying you want the government to shut down?
No, but if we don't stop this spending, so look, right now I think $9.1 trillion are going to get refinanced. The rate on it was 0% from COVID, and this summer it's going to get refinanced at around 4.5 to 4.25%, and that's going to add, I think, $500 billion just to deficit spending alone. And yeah, that's not going to be good for our economy.
Again, all worse with Trump, dude. All worse with Trump.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can blame the guy in the White House, but you could also blame the guy in the
Yes, but why would you blame them if they caused less of the debt-related spending? Why wouldn't you blame the more debt-related spending?
So you're looking at the debt spending, it's oh yeah, Trump just wants to go and spend all these things. We have things we have to spend. If he was to cut any money in Social Security or Medicare, everyone would flip out, right? Let's say he was to cut Medicare spending or Social Security by 30%. Would America not lose their freaking minds if he did that?
Wait,
Rightly
of
so,
course,
yes.
rightfully so.
Okay, so yeah, they rightfully would. So obviously he needs to print more money so he can cover.
Okay, so it's okay. It's okay when Trump does it, but when everyone else does it, that's a problem.
Do you
it's totally
understand?
okay if he does it. No, listen.
Do you understand
No,
the problem?
no, I do not understand. It is under your view. It's totally okay when he does it to cut taxes for millionaires and billionaires and for very wealthy corporations, right? You have no issue him debt spending to do that, but you do have an issue with Democrats debt spending to provide health care for people, or childcare, or housing affordability, or basic social services for educational standards. Then it's an issue. But it was never an issue when it came to Donald Trump and his massive tax breaks for millionaires, billionaires, and the corporate elite.
Do you? Okay, I get what you're trying to say. You're trying to say, oh yeah, he just wants to save taxes on the rich, and none of that stuff. But that's that's a different topic than what we're talking about right now.
No, it's not.
Is it not? So you guys are saying that why is he increasing the debt?
I'm comparing the debt.
Why is he cutting the taxes? That doesn't make sense. Why would he cut the taxes and also make the deficit bigger?
Cutting the taxes makes the deficit bigger.
Yeah, because they do. That's why they want to offset it by $800 billion in Medicaid cuts, which they already are scared to death of doing because they know of the righteous blowback that they'll get from that. Because they want to make permanent the Trump tax cuts, which went to the wealthy. It's bad policy. Even some Republicans don't like it because it just makes no sense.
Yeah.
Why'd you vote for Donald Trump?
I like his America First policy.
Okay.
I want to talk to you about Tesla, Parker.
Okay, what's up?
Do you think it's okay for people to destroy other people's property?
Do I think it's okay in certain contexts, but not with Teslas? No.
And so you think it's okay for them to destroy other people's property in a certain context?
Yeah.
In what context is that?
Yeah. For example, I have no issue with people burning others' Nazi flags.
Okay, but it is something that belongs to them. That would be like you saying it's okay if somebody burns a gay pride flag of somebody else's.
Do you really just compare a gay pride flag to the Nazi flag?
No, a symbol. I'm talking about somebody's symbol.
I said it's okay to burn Nazi flags.
Okay, but I'm saying somebody else's item, something that you purchased.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Like
if someone purchases a Nazi flag, I don't care if someone burns the Nazi flag.
But if you like Chevy and I like Ford, and I think that Ford was a slave owner, so then I can burn it because I don't like it. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't track of the left where they think it's okay to burn somebody. They're not burning Elon Musk's Tesla. They're burning a vehicle of somebody who paid for it. Probably is a leftist.
I don't know if that's necessarily true. I never said I was okay with burning Teslas and stuff.
I've already gave my opinion on it. I don't think it's okay to vandalize property or anything.
Yeah, in this context,
I understand what they're doing, right? I understand it, but it's just simple vandalism, and they should be punished for that act of vandalism. I don't think it's terrorism or. I think it's just people vandalizing property.
Are you okay with pardoning the people who vandalized the Capitol?
Am I okay? No, I'm not. Vandalism is vandalism. It's also the way that you do it.
So
spray painting something or scratching.
How is this comparable to because we're not pardoning anyone. Also, we just explicitly said we don't support vandalizing. So what's your point?
Well, because like people like Good Trouble think it's okay and promote destroying Teslas and burning them, and
well, that's his opinion, and that's
no, I know, but I was under the
opinion that we disagree with.
I see. I didn't know you guys disagree with. I thought you guys were on the same page with him.
I understand his rationale. I know why he's saying it, right? I personally just disagree because I think that if we hold people accountable on the right that do it, then we have to also be consistent and hold people on the left that do it. And I don't see much utility in harming people that own dealerships and harming the owners for that thing, but I would want Good Trouble himself to tell me that he's okay with vandalism. I'm sorry, but I don't think that he's pro vandalism or anything, because I've listened to him enough where I don't think he's let's destroy Teslas and stuff. I just don't think that's what he says.
I was literally on his live yesterday how he said that he wanted to start a new movement where he would go next to people who own Teslas and flick them off. Now that's not
vandalization.
Right. Listen.
You know what? I don't give a about that.
Parker, wait.
I don't care about that.
It's called escalation, right? So you come to me and you flick me off in the face, and flick me off.
The only reason I would say hold up. The only reason I would say not to do that is to protect people's personal safety, right? It's probably not smart to flip people off on the road because a lot of people have road rage and can get very angry, and it can threaten your personal safety. But if you're not worried about that,
correct. But so the thing is,
you're fine.
The thing is, he's not saying, oh well, there's going to be repercussions to your action. Everything you do has repercussions to your actions. You flick off the wrong person and they beat the shit out of you, then it's going to be a crime.
I'm talking. That's again, if you care about your personal safety, I wouldn't do it because again, don't just do that because of you want to keep yourself safe, right? But again, if someone did it, I don't think the action of flipping off a Tesla owner is bad.
Okay, now my question is this: so. Through the whole elections and all that, you
Wait, I have
promoted.
A question. Do you have an issue with people flipping off Tesla owners?
I think it's just a form to. It's something to escalate more of a problem. I think that if you flick off the wrong person for a reason of you're mad because they bought a car because the owner did something is ridiculous. That's their personal property.
Let me give you an example. Okay, you brought up Ford, right?
Yes.
Ford was a well-known anti-Semite. Okay. He admired the mustache man. He had his own paper about it. He was a well-known anti-Semite, right? If somebody knowing today, knowing at that time what he stood for, and they bought a Ford Model T, right? I would ask them, be like, "Oh, are you okay with his anti-Semitism?" If they said, "Yeah," then yeah, I'm gonna flip them off, and I'm gonna yeah. Now that we know what Elon Musk is about, if you go to a Tesla dealership and you buy one, I can probably assume how you feel about Musk.
So, what solves this divide for you? Because no matter what, you're not
You
gonna
stop
you're not gonna.
supporting a up guy.
The people that support Donald Trump, like myself, are not going to stop supporting him because he does have America first, and he
Name
does
one
show
America First policy.
deporting illegal immigrants,
Okay, now what policy deports immigrants?
illegal immigrants.
Yeah, what
Well,
policy?
well, basically he even said you don't need a specific policy to do it as a president. You just do it.
That's
So
not a
closing the
policy.
border.
That's not like something he did
So-
specifically.
so-
That's just like vibes. The vibes since Trump's been president led to more people being deported. The vibes really did a lot there. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Make sure to check out some of the other videos that I posted on my channel. Plus, you can watch my daily live streams where I debate people every single day on this YouTube channel. Just make sure to subscribe and like the video if you have not already. And have a fantastic day, everyone.